Hello everyone, I'm Nerdy Fool, and welcome to Hardspace Shipbreaker. This is a bit of a simulation game with a lot of dark humor elements where we are hired on to break down ships in about 300 years into the future where space debris has gotten excessive. So we will be starting that new job. Humanity has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay in orbit. A new breed of worker has emerged, the Shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. So here we are, getting our application for working for Lynx Corporation as a shipbreaker. You can see we were having some financial issues beforehand, and as they said, the hazard pay is great, so why don't we take this job? Greetings, citizen LF291180S. Congratulations, you've been accepted into Lynx Corporation's pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Your selection was based on your above-average physical and cognitive ability. You were assigned to Salvage Station 42, Designation Morgan. Demonstrate the ability to build and grow a profitable operation, and a number of exciting opportunities awaits you. Remember, employment in this program is at the sole discretion of Lynx Corporation and can be revoked at any time. Acts of malice or insubordination will not be tolerated. Upon signing this form, please proceed immediately to the nearest Lynx Corporation shuttle hub for transport to the worksite. Finalize the following pages to confirm employment. Account name. I will be Nerdy Fool. Select the revival package. We've gone with the standard, which has unlimited revivals with a $150,000 fee. Terran Health Board Advisory, cloning has a 0.02% chance of DNA corruption, so that's not great. Our voice identification. Apparently this is the voice file we submitted. Seems like a strange thing to submit. We'll just go with that one. I'm sure that's what we send. Standard orientation. Meal preferences. Just a bit of humor. Do we want chicken, plastic-free, vegetarian, or entomatarian? Which is bugs. I guess I'll go plastic-free because presumably the other three all have plastic in them. I don't know what the food is, but I don't want plastic. Please agree to each statement. I have no criminal record in the Terran or Martian zones. Record in the Jovian frontier is acceptable for whatever reason. I'm not a member of and have never associated with a workers' union or other labor interest. That's not a great sign. We'll accept it. I've completed my annual medical exam and have been cleared of having a McCullough's lung. Sure. I have no commercial or real estate interest on Luna, in the asteroid belt, or in the nation state of Arizona. Why is Arizona singled out? I don't know. I would bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. Sure. I understand and accept the health risks associated with long-term exposure to the Van der Waals field. No idea. I will vote for Chancellor Chan Zung in the Pan American Senate election. That's not a problem to be forced at that by a job application. So, I have read this. It is quite funny, but it is also insanely long. I am impressed with the creator of the game for writing this. But the basic gist is you are agreeing that they own everything about you. They own your genetic material to create new spares. They can choose to kill you off and create a new spare anytime they want based on their own criteria. Should they decide not to make a new version of you, any debt that you have incurred will be passed on to your nearest relative. They own you completely, forever. So yeah, let's agree to that. Nothing problematic about that, I'm sure.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Sorry, I didn't want to
Hello,
interrupt
Cutter
the video.
9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rai Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our EverWork program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
So, yeah, any company where the sign-on is talking about death is probably not an amazing thing, but let's do this. Yes, I want a fresh start.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable.
Yeah.
Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now. Extraction analysis and backup complete.
Yep, largely
Thank you.
tolerable.
Beginning spare generation.
But if we're lucky, they won't put that memory into our new spare. So we won't remember it. Maybe. EverWork asset replacement successful. Genetic sequence stored. Congratulations, it is now safe to die. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of biomaterials used in the Everwork process. An additional fee is required for deaths that occur outside of working hours. You may now proceed with salvage training. Good luck. Loading fees report. Debt is a sign of being prepared. And yes, the display of fees report was an additional $7.50. But by signing on to this job and being killed and remade, and all the other accounting stuff, I'm $1.2 billion in debt. So that's good, but at least the pay is supposed to be great for hazard pay. So I'm sure I'll get out of that $1.2 billion debt soon.
All right, breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. All right. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around.
So how are audio levels sounding?
Now vertical control. Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Good. So right now we're going through training to learn how to use all of our tools before we actually get our first real ship.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you? All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just... There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying, these things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it. Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up. This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool. Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
I like the little thumbs up he gives every time he meets a goal. In such a dark game, it's sort of
That's how you do it.
fun.
Okay. Let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there. Done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're gonna have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool, start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now. Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Material accepted. Credits
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there. Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in and we'll get started.
Alright, so this first shift was obviously just training. Oh no! Definitely flying too fast. I'm back. There we go. I know how to fly in 0G, it's fine. So, just for doing that, we did manage to earn almost $500,000. So, that'll pay off our $1.2 billion debt really fast.
new certification level awarded. License upgraded.
Congratulations, Shipbreaker, your hard work has not gone unnoticed. You achieved the prestigious rank of Basic Certification, Rank 2. So we earned a bit of MP, which is, I think, merit points, and that is what's used to rank us up. New things become unlocked as we rank up. And then LT, which is our links tokens, those are actually used to buy upgrades. So we want to earn both.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. There's everything you need. This is officially called a Ready-made long-term employee habitation, something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. Sleep tight there, Cutter.
All right, and we're done with our first day.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Got a bunch of new emails.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training? Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read. Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
All right, so the certification system is our proprietary career progression tool for all of our shipbreakers. It provides each employee with a fulfilling and promising future as part of the Lynx family. Certification ranks range from 1 as the entry point all the way up to rank 30, which is reserved only for our most accomplished employees. It is advised to view the certification tab in your hab terminal as a guide to gain access to more tools, upgrade ships, and hazard levels. Proving yourself as a loyal and skilled employee will reward you with fresh new challenges in the work bay. Good luck, Shipbreaker. This is about our scanner. The structure mode is pre-installed on every opticool cross-spectrum scanner unit in the standard issue Lynx worksuit. This mode is a core part of the Shipbreaker's toolkit, as it lets you assess the structural makeup of a ship, clearly demarcating hull panels, structural beam, and important cut points. Structure mode is the default mode when you activate your scanner, unless you were previously using a different mode. The Employee Financial Relief Program, which we need because we're 1.2 billion in debt. Everything important and good in this world comes with a price. Each privileged person who joins our family to become a shipbreaker comes with significant costs. Fortunately, Lynx shoulders the burden of these costs temporarily, in order to let you hit the ground running and begin training stress-free. This cost sharing is handled through our innovative Employee Financial Release Program. The program covers all essential onboarding costs and fees, including the costs of training and equipment borrowed from Lynx Salvage. Also included is the fees for the Everwork Asset Replacement Program, which enables safe, unlimited career progression and growth through the power of Lynx technology. In return, as your skills and expertise grow, all the value that you earn as a shipbreaker will be automatically deducted from the amount you owe to the Financial Relief Program. This ensures that the borrowed amount is paid off as quickly as possible, so you can get on with building yourself a brighter future. So we don't actually earn any money through the job, we're just paying off our debt until eventually it gets paid off. Aren't they so kind to us? Salvage goals. Lynx is proud to introduce the all-new salvage goal system to our valued shipbreakers. With performance in mind, salvage goals should help shipbreakers in understanding the expected total value expected from a ship. Established by our finely tuned salvage assessment algorithms, salvage goals are an incentive that rewards overall progress, yielding additional rewards when reached. These goals provide many goodies to our valued shipbreakers, highly rewarding those who reach all provided salvage goals without destroying salvage. Lynx encourages employees to aim for salvaging as much material as possible on all provided ships in order to maximize the value of ships provided. We'll get into that later. New ship mackerel, light cargo, and station hopper. These are two new ships that we have access to. New ship mackerel, station hopper, and mackerel light cargo. The Klein Co. Mackerel is the most common ship model in the colonies. The light cargo model is used for civilian cargo and can contain a wide variety of objects. The station hopper transport is outfitted with ad terminals. Electrical safety is advised. Our ships are simply the best. Recent safety reports are wrong. Glenda Masterson, Junior Marketing Associate, Klein Co. Spares in you, safeguarding your career growth. Wow, that's long. In 2291, when Lynx rolled out the life-changing Everwork Asset Replacement Program to their employees, we achieved what other companies have not, making work safer and allowing learning and growth without the risk of permanent death. Rather than, just making the workplace safer, they just make it so they can regrow a new one of you when you die. It's the same thing, I'm sure. With a noble profession such as shipbreaking, unplanned death is a natural part of the job, and our shipbreakers have bravely faced the often arduous challenges and risks of their important work. However, Lynx cares about the well-being and growth of our family. The introduction of the Everwork spares to replace damaged or destroyed bodies allows you to fail safely, ensuring another day in the yard and another shot at improving your skills. For only a minimal fee, sophisticated monitoring systems in your suit will watch out for excessive bodily harm, triggering generation of a spare upon unfortunate workplace mishaps. An array of neural recorders in your helmet transfers your presence seamlessly to the new spare. This process is mostly bearable, and recent advancements have even removed grief-related downtime, effectively eliminating the need for recovery time between transfers. Okay. It was good to have you here, Jarenda. Getting access to our spares technology is simple. Our onboarding procedure includes the collection of your genetic data safely stored in our secure servers. From the moment you join us, you no longer need to worry about expiring before your time. Death is a fresh start. Presence transfer protocol has a plus or minus 0.001% margin of error due to solar interference, signal strength, subject state of mind at the moment of transfer, and other factors. Over long periods of time, this may result in identity shift, a medically benign process with minimal impacts on a subject's working ability. Sure. That was a lot of reading, but now we can get to work. Can't do anything there. Start our shift.
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
I'm gonna go with probably the most expensive value, because I'm trying to pay off this debt. So when they were talking about the rewards for completion of salvage, as we work, we're going to slowly fill up this salvage bar, and these rewards are cumulative words. So if we reach here, we will automatically earn 10 MP and 4 LT. When we reach number 2, we'll get another 10 MP and 5 more LT, bringing us to 20 and 9, and then up to 30 and 15, etc. So it's better often, if you can't finish a ship in a single shift, it's better to come back and work again, because the rewards are getting higher on these higher ranks than just starting a new ship.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
So one thing that I didn't notice immediately on playing this is that this glass is actually stuck to these chunks, and the glass is actually pretty expensive, and so if you just throw it into the processor with everything around it, you're losing quite a bit of money. But there's no cut points, you have to manually cut it out. There we go. Oh no. Oops. Let's grab that again. Hey, I fully cut that. At least thought I did. Huh. That's awkward. Let's try and grab these edges because I'm assuming they're the problem. Yeah. Let that drift for a moment. Yeah, I didn't quite line it up. Oh no, back. There we go. Alright. Let's grab our grapple and we can toss these glass pieces into the furnace. Okay, we'll grab you and you can go into the processor. You'll notice in the center of our screen when we're hovering over an item, it'll say what it belongs in, whether it's the processor or the furnace. So, I don't know where that glass piece went that I was looking at.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first. Trust me, soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start salvaging back down Earthside in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in. One of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. He even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. Weaver out.
Weaver's a fun guy. I like his stories.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
We'll eventually get some better tools for moving around these heavy objects, but at the moment, all of our gear is pretty low quality. Keep mixing those up. So one thing I've seen people do is just use the split, because this tool cuts a bit faster, but you do actually get other things you're not meaning to.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
But if you're trying to go fast, then occasionally burning up something you don't intend is like that, is sometimes seen as worthwhile. Alright.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Let's turn around. Certainly don't have the controls down yet. So those are all still attached. Looks like that is separated off.
Transferring credit.
We gotta split off this side first before we send it in. Okay. So that's furnace and this is processor.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Alright. We're slowly getting this ship cleaned up.
Valuable object processed.
Later ships will be a lot bigger and also have a lot more stuff in them. Like ripping out computers and
Material
fairs and
deposited.
such.
Account credit applied.
Alright. That's all of them.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Oh, we reached level 2.
Rewards allocated.
Oh. Got caught up in the ship. That's dangerous. Looks like we've got this mostly stripped down.
Material
Just the
accepted.
basic hull.
Credits assigned.
Okay, that should get rid of that.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Alright, we'll just cut from below here. You can see I burned through a bit of the aluminum chunks on the side occasionally, but still the amount of damaged materials is that red slip in the top right of my progress bar. So it's not very valuable what I have managed to damage, which is why I'm okay not wasting a bunch of time on trying to carefully cut. No, going too far.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Okay. I didn't really need to cut out that center bit because this is also all processor. Same with this cap at the end. I could cut it off, but it's all processor. So as long as I can move it and it's not too heavy, then I wouldn't need to... Oh, okay, don't break my face. I wouldn't need to cut it out. I could just toss it in all at once. Because they don't actually need me to break apart things, I'm just sorting.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Okay, that is separated now. So let's try and see if I can get... So this is far too heavy for me to move. That's what in that center box, the red box there that's fully filled in, that means the amount of weight, and the fact it's fully filled in means that it is too heavy for me to move. This is orange, which means I can technically move it, it's just really, really heavy. Red means it's overloaded my capability. So, let's start moving this one, and I'll probably have to actually cut up that main chunk so that I can move it.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm shifting it at all. Alright,
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
so let's get our cutter. How about we just cut kinda here? Nope, let's go back to that tool. Alright. Cut all the way through. Sure, that's what I meant to do. Okay, I think I've got it separated. Good enough. Come on, go in. What about you? Nope, you think you're still attached somewhere. Oh, you are.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
Okay, are you separated now? Yes. Oh, what is that? That's the cockpit section. And this is now in movable range. Barely.
Salvage goal fully completed. Rewards assigned.
So I've reached salvage goal 5, so I could stop here, but I might as well grab this extra bit of cash to pay off my debt. But we don't actually spend money on much, and if we do need to spend money, I can just go farther in debt. So money actually isn't a major element of my being able to play this, or what I'm trying to earn
Raw material accepted.
doing these tasks. Alright, and we are done. It says there's a little bit that we didn't finish. I could try and find what that is, but I don't think it particularly matters. It's just probably like little chunks floating around from when I was slicing. So I'm gonna call my day over. Let's head out. So we earned 2.5 million in that shift. And you know, as much as working here is terrible, at least I earned 2.5 million in a, what, 20-minute shift, 30-minute shift, whatever it was.
New certification level attained.
We've reached rank 3,
Level increased.
so that'll open up some new options. And we're halfway to rank 4. And we've got 30 more linked tokens to spend once they open up the shop.
Hello Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Make the most of your shift by fanning the tiny sparks of effort into flames of profitability.
So there's these little stickers that we'll get for various tasks, and this one is for salvaging over 95% of a ship. I'm not super interested in putting stickers all over my tools, but it is a thing that some people really like.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go ahead and pick another ship.
Okay, so I'm assuming I still don't have access to the workstation for equipment. No, so I can check out the stickers, but equipment-wise, I think the first thing that becomes available are these tethers at rank 4. So I've gotta wait, but then we'll get things like increasing the strength of what we're able to grab and push and pull around. So things will become easier as we rank up and buy new upgrades. So now we've got hazard level 2. So we can grab one of these. The value takes a huge jump as we go up in hazard levels. Looks like they're all about 5.2. So, oh, there's a 5.4. We'll take it.
All right, hold up a second there, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're gonna want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Alright, so now they've introduced the barge as the third place to send stuff. This is where you send the things that are less raw material and more usable, like reusable. So for instance, these nacelles will go to the barge as opposed to just the random pull plates. But first we need to cut them off. Come on, how close do I have to be? Oh, too far. And I don't think in 0G. Okay. That is now cut off.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
You can see in the top left how much specific items are worth, so you can figure out whether it's worth it to grab them or whether you just salvage them. So that was worth 58,000 credits, so that's pretty valuable.
Applying credits.
But there's things like lights that can be barged, but they're only worth like 1,000 credits, and so maybe it's not worth the time and effort to rip them off and send them to a barge. Come on. Okay, that's 3 things for the barge.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
And we'll rip off that and send it down.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Link's regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
You're gonna force me to go to the kiosk and buy oxygen? What if I don't want to? Looks like for now my oxygen doesn't seem to actually be going down. So, probably because I'm in a tutorial. So I would rather keep working while they're giving me temporary oxygen than go to the continue on with the tutorial and have to... Oh, that is bad. I may have slightly hit a fuel canister. And that's why using the precision cut tool is better. It's fine. See, that's another fuel tank. I want to make sure I don't accidentally hit it. And I know this airlock is pretty valuable, so I also don't want to hit it by accident. Because if you damage parts, their value drops a lot. Oh, is that another fuel tank right on the front of the ship? Who designed that? That's sketchy. So, with some things, typically bargeable things, but you'll see that
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
when you click on them, if you hold them down, it will pull them off. They're not actually held on with a cut point. They're just, I don't know, glued on or whatever. And so if you use your grapple tool, then you can pull them off. Let's see, is that? Yep, that's everything holding this on. So let's pull it off and send it to the processor.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Alright, let's go continue on with the tutorial, just to turn on oxygen. But I do think it's not a great choice. Wow, I managed to drop the value that much by blowing up the from that fuel container. And then everything get damaged.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000.
So yeah, I can buy new oxygen for $16,000, patch kits, fuel, etc. Various things that I'll need. And that will just get added onto my debt.
Good stuff, sir. Pretty easy, right? All right, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you've hit the next rank. Weaver out.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Okay. Yep, all that is for the processor. You're for the processor. Whoa, too much speed.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Alright, let's head down. I'm drifting too high up.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Let's make sure none of this stuff actually drifts into the furnace.
Processing valuable
Oh,
deposit.
come back.
Credits transferred.
Okay. Just cleaning up everything that blew up with that fuel tank. Takes a lot more time and effort than if it was still in one piece, but nothing I can do about that now.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
So yeah, there can be some high-paced moments, and there are things like ripping apart thrusters that, by their design, are going to be high-paced, but most of the time, this is a fairly chill, relaxing, just calmly take things apart, but also go at a reasonable speed, because time is money. Oh, these are furnace pieces. Oops.
Raw material deposited.
We're starting to get to some of the internal structure
Valuable
that
object
needs to go to
Credits
furnace, so I've got to actually start looking at what I'm grabbing. Another furnace piece.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, I think I've got it mostly cleaned up.
Object
I'm
processed.
drifting away.
Transferring credits.
Oh, looks like that stuff is still attached. Okay. Alright, I think I've got that basically all re-sorted out. A few more pieces I'll have to deal with. Oh, and so I tested one of these lights, and they are worth like 3,000. But still, when you compare it to this entire chunk that's 39,000, the time it would take to rip off each light just doesn't seem worth it in my mind.
Hey, Carter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2 stat. We were out.
Reward potential lowered.
Oh, I lost some salvage? Well, now I can't even get salvage 5 anymore. Because I've ruined too much stuff. Not sure what I broke that time. But, yep, let's go get some more oxygen. It warns you quite a while before it actually becomes critical. But,
Processing value
still,
deposit.
good idea.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Buy us some oxygen.
Level stabilizing.
And that is, I think, processor and dangerously close to the furnace. So let's... Oh, nope, don't launch me into one of these. Nope. I'm gonna have to fly around it to try and shove it down. Problem is both the furnace and the processor have a large vacuum to them, like a lot of suction. So I want to make sure I don't accidentally shove it or myself into one of those that I don't want it in. Alright, let's head into the processor now. Let's head back in here and see what we see.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Oh yeah. I need to get that fuel container out so I feel more comfortable cutting around. Okay. Alright, that should be good enough. Oops. Back to cutting.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
So yeah, I don't want to damage this airlock because it's worth $243,000. So I'm gonna go with the Stinger because it's more precise. Okay, that should have got all of that ready to release. Yeah, I think that should all be ready to throw off. Need to grab that before I throw it away.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Alright, this goes to the processor.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
That's for the barge. What are you? You're a processor, so you need to get up here. Okay. That has separated.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
They've got these like random bottles and stuff that are floating around. They go to the furnace for reasons I don't understand. I think there's an achievement for cleaning them up. Don't really know. Yeah, there's our airlock. Let's send it down to the barge.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yep, stay away from the furnace. No, the furnace is hungry, but stay away. Don't smack my helmet.
Cutter, make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't your color. Trust me on this one.
I can do a little bit more. Okay.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Oxygen reserves critical. Lynx recommends avoiding stressful workplace situations while oxygen levels are low. Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Have I pulled this off yet? Yeah, it looks good. So let's get you to the processor.
Object
That's part of
accepted
the
for processing. Credits deposited.
main body of the machine. So that'll all be furnace. I gotta cut out the glass again. Let's line it up better than last time. Okay. Come on. There. Let's drop down. Okay, I think I got the glass free this time. Good. Send you to the furnace. That should have released these.
Material
And it did.
accepted. Credits transferred.
It's a little sketchy that the glass is the only thing holding these four pieces on and together.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
And this is all processor. Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Raw material deposited.
Now I gotta get rid of the rest of this. this is all processor. Is that it? Now it's able to be moved? Yeah. Actually, based on the way the ship is pointed, let's shoot it to this processor. Okay, I think the rest of this all goes to the furnace, but it is too heavy for me to move, so I have to cut it some more. Oh, I can take off the front still.
Accepted.
That should help.
Credits awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
I should stop damaging things. Don't want to risk not being able to get reward tier 4. Oh, and these are barge, so I'll also want to make sure I get those sent to the right place. Stop. Various lockers and chairs and everything else in there. Nope. Do not
Deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
go in the processor. Okay. Come on, stay still. I don't even know what happened to that storage container.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Why are you being so finicky? I definitely shouldn't have cut that off first.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Now getting everything out of it is a lot more of a challenge. I think these lights are actually not worth... Oh no, they're also worth 3,000.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Come on.
Reminder,
My
asphyxiation
oxygen is
has
fine.
missed salvage goals.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. Alright.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I think I'm good with throwing all the rest of this into the furnace. Oh, no, I haven't stripped off the floor or ceiling or whatever these pieces are. Still gotta do that.
Material deposited.
Okay.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
There we go.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
And yeah, the rest of this is now furnace. Besides the lights.
Raw
Okay.
material accepted.
Is there anything else I need to care about floating around? Little scraps here or there. Some of these things are things I can't interact with at the current moment. But it's showing a large chunk of stuff that still needs salvage. There's something there. Oh, there's some glass. Glass is valuable. No? Is it you? There we go.
Salvage
Now I crossed the
secured.
floor.
Applying credit.
And so we're done with this shift. Eventually we'll reach a point where they're putting us on time limits of 15 minutes per shift, and that's when things become more difficult. Yeah, I destroyed a whole bunch of stuff and lost a bunch of money. Destroyed 17% of the ship. Oops.
New certification level has been achieved. License level increased.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx would like to share the following message. The only Ps permitted in the salvage yard are profit, processor, and potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate.
We've unlocked a new ship. The Mackerel Exolab, typically used for deep space research, the Mackerel Exolab is outfitted with a wide variety of scientific instrumentation. Extract this fragile equipment carefully and beware of electrical hazards. My predecessor, Ted, incorrectly stated that there were frequent electrocutions aboard Exolabs. Actually, those electrocutions are still being investigated. Stacy Kaperchuk, marketing manager of Klein Co. And so we have now unlocked the electricity hazard. Congratulations, you're now qualified to handle electrical hazard during salvage. Due to regulatory rollbacks introduced in 2299, Lynx Salvage does not do a preliminary exam of ships to disconnect potential electrical hazards. We believe our shipbreakers are well suited to handle such dangers, and the long-term time savings are highly beneficial. Electrical components may arc when removed, impacted, or damaged, causing other objects to be electrified, including Shipbreaker themselves. This can cause damage to the Lynx spare and Lynx equipment. Caution is advised. And then the Mackerel Heavy Cargo, a robust model built to transport heavy industrial goods or hazardous materials. Grapple strength can be upgraded to improve handling of its heavy structural elements. On behalf of my former colleague, Grenda, we apologize for misstating the fuel efficiency of this model. In fact, it is positively adequate for the transport needs of many companies. Positively adequate. Ted Holliday, also of Klein Co. So I'm assuming those two are just going back and forth sniping each other. We have also managed to unlock Fire Hazard, which makes sense since I just lit myself on fire. So probably should have seen this earlier. Lynx is committed to ensuring shipbreakers are exposed to hazard levels in ships only according to their proficiency level and medium estimated emotional adjustment time should death occur related to those hazards. If you have reached clearance for hazard level 2, you may begin to encounter fire hazards in the form of fuel or flaming objects. Attention, caution, Lynx equipment or salvage goods to be damaged by fire hazards will result in credit deductions, as will damage to or destruction of your Lynx spare. So here's our total. Our interest is only 0.01% daily, but because we made 4.5 million, the 500,000 is fine. We're slowly paying off our debt. a lot of that debt that we're accruing daily is all these rentals, but it'll be a long time before we're allowed to actually buy our tools, so we'll be paying these rentals daily for a while. And we got a new sticker, and finally, we're ready to start our day.
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment, and some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to your workbench in the equipment room, and we'll see about upgrading your tools.
First, we'll check our terminal. I think this will be the same message as we just saw. Added here. Link's Kiosk is your one-stop shop for all of your shipbreaking needs. It dispenses all the items that any self-respecting shipbreaker wouldn't leave the hab without. At the kiosk, shipbreakers can find the following courtesy of our affiliate suppliers. So those are all of our oxygen thruster refills, etc. All these are available for purchase at market rates and already factor in your 1.7% employee discount on Tuesdays only. Awesome. What day of the week is it currently? Who knows?
I'm gonna read this straight from the manual. Lynx rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first, before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Lynx tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox, tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
I meant here. Tethers. They're the only thing currently unlocked. They only cost 5 tokens, and I've got 69, so we will
Repeat after me,
buy
Cutter.
them.
Tethers are your friends. Now, have a quick read, and let's hop back in the bay.
Tethers are really useful. An enhancement to the standard handheld utility grapple, the continuous van der Waals tether field system, or simply tethered, reduces the need for multiple shipbreakers to move a single heavy object. A versatile tool in the hands of skilled workers, the introduction of tethers led to the second greatest increase in salvaging efficiency in Lynx history, only losing out to the real protein breakfast meal discontinued in 2262. Tethers are easy and intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple's secondary trigger to place the first contact point, drag the connection to another object, and release trigger to complete the connection. Tethered automatically retract to pull connected objects together. They can also be used to pull objects into the processor, furnace, or barge for efficient and quick salvage. Tethers are what we saw in that opening cutscene when he linked multiple items together to send them in a chain. So let's select training and start our tether training.
Let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple. They're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, then release the input to create the tether. Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've already placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all of your tethers. Go ahead and try it now. Yeah, there you go. Now, you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise, but after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them. Try and clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them as a group. I've seen some cutters do incredible things with a daisy chain of tethers. All right. Well done, Cutter. Like I said, tethers are your friends. Once you get the hang of them, you can get pretty creative on how you use them. Now, when you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
So one thing that always throws me off with tethers is you've got this point in the middle of the screen, and that's what sends the tethers. But you've got this box with big arrows that tries to point to
Credits awarded.
where it thinks you're focusing on. So if I was to try and grapple, it uses that box rather than the center point. But the tethers use the center point.
Salvage deposit registered.
And so my eye naturally goes to the big shiny box with the arrows pointing to it rather than that center point. And then I don't notice that I haven't actually selected on the thing I'm wanting to select. I'm just gonna get all these in so I can get what little credits are available.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I think that's all of them.
Salvage secured. Credits
Okay.
deposited.
Because of course Lynx is still going to charge me for this day, even if I didn't have the opportunity to earn the millions of credits I would if I was scrapping a ship. So I'm going to get what money I can. So I earned $38. Awesome. No Lynx tokens or anything.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Good morning. So yeah, they still charge me for a full day's usage, but I only had the opportunity to earn $38. So that's awesome. Nope, let's start a new shift. So, hazard level 3. Looks like we're getting ships up at the 7 million and some change. As long as I don't blow them up, should be good profit.
Cutter, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Name's Luke. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing. What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard. Don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
Oh, Nina. Hey, I'm
Kai! Your mic's still messed up.
How about now?
Better.
Oh, hey, I'm Kaido. Kai.
Mic's still busted, huh?
Oh, yeah, still waiting on the wreck to get.
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Cutter, I added you to the sector comms channel. It can get lonely out here. Helps to check in with each other from time to time. All right, enough chin wagging. Let's get back to it. Weaver out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
So those are the rest of the people cutting it at our station. Yeah, one of them's had a busted mic or busted comms for who knows how long. But Lynx will surely help him out eventually. I'm sure it's a really high priority of theirs. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Alright, so I like to cut out the floor from the inside so that way I can just open up directly to the barge to make it easier. Not that. to throw things into the barge that belong there from inside the ship. Should have probably used a tether for that.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Don't need tethers for all this lightweight
Deposit
stuff, but
confirmed. Applying credit.
for ship parts, I should use them.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Nope, you're just gonna stay there? Okay. Guess let's take off the ceiling. Oh, I wasted a tether. Why? Total waste of a tether. I'll get the controls figured out with time. Okay, you can go into there.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
I shot that laser right through the computer, luckily. It didn't track that. And yeah, there's posters and stuff you can find in these ships that you can take with you if you're the sort of person to care about that, so you can decorate your hab.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Come on. Let's get over here.
Warning. Oxygen reserves low. Links recommend regular gentle exercise.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Hey, I actually got the door out this time. Now let's get some oxygen.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Warning. Oxygen reserves critical.
Welcome to Vintage Diagnosis.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. Guess we'll cut out the glass while we're up front. Let's see, did that do it? Nope. Looks like it's still connected over here. Did I get it out? Nope, still connected somewhere. No wasting tethers. I gotta get these controls figured out better. Nope. That looks super cut out. That might not be. There we go. Okay.
Material deposited. Account credit applied. Processing valuable deposit.
Oh, are those
Credit
still
transferred.
attached? Okay. Oh, there's an electrical hazard. I gotta get the batteries out before I start cutting those. Come on.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Well, this is all off, so let's just send it in. I do like how the music sort of gets more intense whenever stress situations go up.
5 minutes left, Cutter. How you use them is entirely up to you. We were out.
Need more batteries over here. Can't really tell. Need to keep cutting my way through. These copper lines aren't super valuable, and they need to be tossed into the furnace. So you can toss all of them at once. They have some value, but that's not really possible. And unfortunately, they hold all of this stuff together in unhelpful ways. Yeah, so even though I've cut all the cut points, I still can't knock this stuff out because of these. Oh, you could pull them all. Maybe not, maybe you have to burn them.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
There we go. Now I think this can move, hopefully. No? Oh, because it's also... whatever. I'll get some oxygen.
Warning. Critical oxygen levels detected.
Alright, let's go down. I can't handle 0G.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. No, the oxygen levels are fine. The music calmed down. There. Would be able to... Oh, do not want my cutter to overheat. That was bad. Would be able to start moving these pieces now.
1 minute left till the end of the line, Cutter. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah, there we go. It's finally moving. Alright, you go to the barge, wherever that's at, down here. Getting all turned around.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Alright, you can also head to the processor. These all go to the furnace, so I'll just collect some of the bigger chunks. And that's the end of the shift. So, our 15-minute shifts. I've destroyed a little, 0.03%, doesn't really matter, and earned almost 4 million in 15 minutes.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, Rook. I was thinking our crew should crack some beer sometime. You know, shoot the breeze, fantasize about a debt-free life and all that. Not that that's gonna happen anytime soon. Like, Weaver's been at this for years. 20, maybe? I was just getting kicked out of grade school when he started. Dee Dee sends most of her money home. Goes through links, of course, with huge transfer fees. And Kaido, well, look, Kai's great. He just hasn't really taken to the work. Lynx calls him a low earner. As for me, I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. I just need enough to get me one of those mining skiffs. You know, for belt running. Still so many rich rocks along the frontier line. Eventually want to hire some friends from back home. Oh, the Airs platforms. Around Mars? Good people. But work's hard to find there. Don't know when that'll be, though. Just when I think I'm earning at a steady clip, there's another fine or fee. This job's fun as hell and all, but I got other plans. Maybe you do too. Anyway, don't want to get a fine for tying up comms? Kidding! That's not a thing. I don't think. Either way, good luck, Rook. Blue out.
Just the constant insane fines and fees.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Got a new poster for my hab. Yep. And we're good to start the day.
How you holding up there, Cutter? Seems like you're getting the knack for it. Trust me, when you get well versed in the art of shipbreaking, it becomes a joy to show up to the yard each day. Ain't a trade like it. Dancing between the ribs of a ship, spitting heat, do-si-doing with a 10-ton panel, taking a breather, gaze out at the rest of the human race, buzzing in the distance. Huh. Can you tell I miss it? It's all right. Helping y'all get there is near as good. Ah, dang it. I got corporate ringing me. Good luck out there today, Cutter. Talk to you again soon. We are out.
So for anyone interested, the posters, you can go to any of your locations and look at the posters that are around, and then you can cycle through which poster you want up. So this was the poster I just collected, so I could choose to have that poster up. And let's actually check to see if we've gotten any new mail. We have not. And I don't think I reached rank 5, so I think all I can do is just start a shift. Yeah, still rank 4. So let's keep working on this one. Wait, that piece is still just sitting there? It didn't go in?
Accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Fun.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
Okay. Let's grab that off while we're at it.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Now let's head to the other side and strip off that side of the ship. Nope, let's go in. And first grab the batteries so I don't cause any more electrical issues. The others? Not that I'm seeing.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.